Welcome back to another episode of That Sound Podcast. And if you love music, you are in the right place.
So Metallica have announced that they're going to release the Load box set, Load Remastered Deluxe box set, they're calling it. You've probably seen a bit of this in the news in the last week, Gav, have you?
I did, yeah, I did. I seen, I think Metallica released a video of Kirk Hammett kind of doing an unboxing of it. Yeah, interesting. There has obviously, it's not really an anniversary, I guess, but they have hovered around, is it the 25 or 30 year anniversary of it? I forget what, kind of hovering around that year, but they don't, it's not to the date.
Okay.
But yeah, to be honest, like we spoke, I don't know if I'd outright buy it myself, but I think it would be a cool thing to have. I'd be very interested to hear all the demos and stuff that's released with it, and
Yeah,
there's a lot
there's
of
a lot in it.
there's a lot in it. If there wasn't a current tour coming up very soon
Yeah.
that potentially will cost a few bob, uh, I'd be very tempted to buy it. I really would.
Mm.
I really would. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in it. I would have liked to got some of the older ones as well, but Load is a very underrated album.
Yeah, I agreed completely. I might just run through what's in the box set and then maybe
Yeah.
we can run through the album. So Metallica is continuing the release of the remasters catalog, with the latest being the 5 times platinum Load, available ever on 13th of June. Produced by Bob Rock, Load is the follow-up to Metallica's best-selling album of the SoundScan era. Load contains fan favorites including Until It Sleeps, Hero of the Day, King, Nothing, and for the first time ever, the original extended version of the Outlaw Torn, which was originally edited due to manufacturing limits. That's interesting, actually.
It wouldn't fit on the
Um,
CD.
wouldn't fit on the CD, yeah. So $274.98. So not cheap. And then there's a total of 301 tracks, 245 of which are unreleased. Um, and it includes Load remastered on 180 gram double LP vinyl. And then there's a CD. There's Mama Said picture disc, 3 live LPs, 15 CDs in total, 4 DVDs featuring unreleased content, live shows, rough mixes, demos. There's an MP3 download card of all the audio. I don't know why you'd want that in this day and age.
Mm.
2 tour laminates, an 11-inch by 17-inch Lollapalooza poster, the push head patch, pretty cool, an 8-inch by 10-inch Rolling Stone magazine cover print, 5 packs of guitar and bass picks, a pack of 14 Rorschach test cards, don't know what that is, lyric folder and sheets, and a 128-page hardcover book with never before seen photos and stories from those who were there. Now, I actually saw Kirk review that book, and it looks very cool.
Yeah, like actually, just when you read that out, it's actually not expensive. Like literally,
Yeah,
that just the vinyl of Load, even in 180 gram, you're talking 50, 60 quid just for that alone. You know.
yeah,
Plus, you're getting live shows, you're getting the picture one. It's actually not that expensive. It is,
yeah.
but you're getting a lot for it.
You're getting a lot for it. Like, I'm just thinking, if I got that right, it would take me 6 months to get through all that material.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, yeah, it is a good thing, but like, I think it would take me so long with everything else that's going on, in my life in terms of music and, podcasts and YouTube videos and everything else. And being a dad
Yeah.
and work, I just think I'd have to schedule in time to totally immerse myself in this and enjoy it.
Hmm.
And then, would I do it again then? You know what I mean? It's probably something that would sit on the shelf. Like I have Load on CD here,
Yeah.
right? And I love it. As you were saying before, like, it's a fantastic album. Absolutely love it. I think it's very underrated. I think I had it in my top 5 Metallica albums at one point when I did my rankings. It's extremely well produced. I don't think there's any really, really bad songs on it. Like, they're all strong.
Hmm.
There's great riffs on it. I think the band are on fire on this. I think it's a hidden gem, and I think it gets a lot of stick where it shouldn't. But even at that, like, I'll probably stick this album on once every couple of months.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, if I bought the box set, it's probably just something that would sit there on the shelf and, maybe get a listen once and wouldn't get used. So that's kind of where I'd be coming from. I think Metallica, there was a whole thing around Load where they maxed out the CD.
Hmm.
So I think there was like 74, 75 minutes was the max music you could put on a CD, and they maxed it out.
Hmm.
And they did the same for Reload actually as well. but they were kind of boasting at the time how much new music you were getting on the CD when it was released. So this one, I think they're kind of taking the piss a little bit. They're kind of saying we're going to give you so much material that you won't know what to do with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think there's a bit of that there,
yeah,
to be
possibly,
honest.
possibly. But you're getting pics and you're getting, I think there's little ID cards from the tour as well and the poor tour and me stuff. And you know, if you're in the collectible world of Metallica, which an awful lot of people are,
Yeah,
there's an awful lot of stuff there for what you're paying for. If you ask me, I'm not a collector. I have little bits and pieces, but I wouldn't be buying it to like leave it on the shelf unopened like some people do. Like
oh no,
yeah,
no.
I'd be immersing into it. But yeah, like some of the box sets, like I think the Black Album, I see some of them going for like €800, €900. That
Is
that
that right?
that haven't been opened. People that bought them and like yeah, like it is something if you really wanted to invest in, like
Yeah.
it will only go up in money, which I don't agree with, and I think
I think, yeah, that's a good point. It's probably an investment
mm,
if you look at it that way. That
okay,
I remember when that Black Album came out. It was 2021. It was right in the middle of COVID, wasn't it? It came out.
I'm not sure.
It was that I think it was yeah, it was definitely like 30 years from when it was originally released. So it was 2021. I think it would have been August, September. But I remember when it came out and they had like 50 versions of different songs on the album,
Mm,
and it was called the Blacklist.
right.
And so they had Enter Sandman was covered by about six different artists, and Nothing Else Matters was covered by about eight different artists. And I remember at the time thinking like I love the Black Album, and if I hear someone else's interpretation of one of the songs on it now and again, it's fine, it's absolutely fine. But I don't want to hear like eight different versions of Nothing Else Matters. Like
Yeah,
no, I don't need that in my life. Like I think Miley Cyrus did a version. I'm just like, you
yeah.
know what? Like I'm not going to buy a pack with all that in it. And you could stream all this stuff, and that's probably the thing about
Oh,
Load.
it'll
You'll
all,
probably be able to stream all this. So
of
if you're
course.
curious,
Yeah.
you can fulfill that need. But
The
as
extended
you
version
say,
of The Outlaw Torn is available. I know that it's online.
it is it online, yeah,
Yeah.
on Spotify.
I think it might be on YouTube.
That's right. So it might be a pirate or something, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one on Spotify will be amazing. Like it'll be well mixed.
I do like listening to the demos, though. I have to say, I do like listening to how it's starting.
Yeah.
I do like listening to them. Like I have one there, I think on my wall. This Alice in Chains one up here,
Oh yeah.
and it's like it's the first album, and it's just kind of the rough ends of stuff, and
Okay. Cool.
I like to hear it before it's unpolished or polished.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do enjoy that, and you can see how it builds and how it progressed. I do like that, but no, look, there's a valid point for everything. Look, it's. I think if Metallica sold, bags of sand, people would buy it. Do you know what I mean? Uh,
100%. Yeah.
but I do remember seeing something. It might have been the Justice box, remastered box thing. And like I think like there was random packs that had guitar strings and stuff like that from the studio. Like those random ones that got that. That would be cool.
That's cool. It's very cool.
You know?
All that stuff, yeah. And as you said, I think the collectible. This is not aimed at me and you, probably, Gav. It's definitely not aimed at me,
Yeah.
but it's probably aimed at collectors,
Yeah.
people who are,
Is there
collecting this stuff and they have it on the wall. As you say, some people just don't open it. Other people immerse themselves in it for 6 months. Everyone has a different process, and if that floats your boat, absolutely brilliant. And it's great to see Metallica still relevant and doing all these remasters. But yeah, just I suppose I wouldn't part with the money for all what you're getting there.
what date is it being shipped out?
It's the 13th of June.
13th of June, okay.
Yeah,
I wonder will we get a few more load tracks on the tour?
yeah. I'd be well up for that. I kind of you always Fuel and The Memory Remains are the two that always get pulled out.
Hmm.
Kind of sick of them at this point. I think they've played those songs every gig I've seen
Until,
Metallica, one or the other.
yeah, Until It Sleeps comes in now and again too.
Oh, I'd love to see that live.
Yeah, they've played that in the last few weeks. They have played it maybe once, maybe Toronto. I think they might have played it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great album. Obviously, a completely different shift from, more kind of bluesy hard rock kind of stuff. But I enjoy it. Like you said, I'll definitely give it a spin at least once a month. If I'm driving or something, I'll throw it on. But yeah, probably won't be buying it this year with all that's going on. But if somebody wants to buy me or give it to me to review, I'd gladly do it.
Absolutely. Let us know in the comments, guys, if you're going to pick up this deluxe box set of Load, because we'd love to hear. And if you do buy it and you get through it, maybe we do a review on it with some of the listeners there. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, we'll try and organize that. Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.